All right, my name is Chuck Williams, and I'd like to welcome everybody to the Cepeda Monday Night Zoom presentation. Tonight I have special guest John Moschetti from down in Florida. You're going to enjoy hearing from him in just a few minutes. But first of all, I want to welcome you to our presentation this evening and just tell you how happy we are you're here. The person who invited you is excited to have you on the presentation tonight. They hope you catch the vision that we've all caught, and that is about Isagenix. In the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, if I'm doing this right, you should see Kathy Cooper. Kathy Cooper is one of the founders of the company. She has a very high-level position in the company, and she is just a phenomenal leader. She's really the heartbeat of the company as far as I'm concerned, and she's built an incredible team of associates around the world. Her husband, Jim, is kind of the brains behind the corporate side of things, and then John Anderson is the founder from the product side. But this is a quote about integrity and some disclaimers as we begin our presentation. There are no guarantees with the product except for your money back, of course, and then also the income opportunity. It takes work in both areas, and different people get different results. So you can make a screenshot of that disclaimer if you'd like, but it's very integrous. We want people to know it's a real product and a real business. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the market trends before I introduce John, and there are some incredible market trends, and it's kind of be the bad news, good news as we go forward here. But one is the global weight loss market, from a business perspective, is absolutely huge. Unfortunately, so are many Americans and people around the world, and that's an issue when it comes to health. Over 69% of adults in North America are considered overweight or obese. And before Isagenix, I fit in that category myself. Here's a lady who's actually one of the Isagenix ladies, and it's not just about weight loss. She uses the Isagenix products for fitness. Phenomenal transformation in her life, and great job. It's also about the healthy aging. This is a huge market in and of itself, $285 billion. A lot of companies focus on the outer appearance and creams and lotions and stuff like that. Isagenix has some of those products, but we're most excited about the products from the inside out that create an incredible appearance, a healthy glow about you. So what are some of the challenges? John's going to talk about some of the solutions in a minute, but what are some of the challenges we face? Well, first of all, you got the obesity epidemic, and it's not just adults. Unfortunately, it pains my heart to see all these children who are severely obese at young ages, just sending themselves up some major health issues. Toxicity, it's what we breathe, it's what we eat, it's what we put on our bodies, it's everywhere, all around us. Bankrupt food. So even those who try to eat healthy, it's almost nearly impossible in America today, because the minerals and vitamins just are not even in the soil anymore for those who even try to eat healthy. Premature aging. A lot of these things cause that premature aging. Then you got stress, both physical and financial. As I mentioned earlier, these things attack us from all different directions. It's what we drink, it's what we breathe, it's what we eat, it's what we put on. Well, that's the bad news. But that's it for the bad news, because we're going to jump right into good news now. You see a picture of my friend John Moschetti here. And I hit it off with John a couple of years ago when I first joined the Cepeda team and Isagenix, and super excited to have him share with you about the solutions and the products that Isagenix provides. So, John, let's hear a little bit about your story, and then get right into the presentation here.
Awesome, Chuck. Great job as always. Guys, my name is John Moschetti. I'm originally from upstate New York, and I want to transplant down to South Florida now for 10 years just because I need the sun every day. I love the sun. It just puts that positive energy in your body. Back in the upstate, we used to call it doom and gloom, you know. So today I need that, other than nutrients, the sunshine. It puts a lot of vitamins in our bodies. So, you know, before Isagenix, guys, I was pretty much, I was overfed and undernourished. I was an athlete, played baseball my whole life, loved baseball, loved working out, but never did any kind of a protein shake until I came on board over 8 years ago with Isagenix. Never knew what protein shakes were, never knew what supplements were. I was always against putting things into my body that I didn't know about unless it was prescribed by a doctor. You know, so I did everything pretty much on my own. And when I came into Isagenix, just saw my body fat, you know, go from 24% to 11% over 8 years, and released over 17 pounds in my first 21 days. And, you know, people just started asking me, you know, what diet are you on? And I always say Mike Morelli's favorite saying is the first three letters in diet are die, because diets don't work. This is a lifestyle. This is something that I will never get off of because it's changed my life, and I love helping changes the lives of many others all over the world as we speak. So I'm going to get right into the solutions, guys. Weight wellness, we talk about all the time. Weight wellness is a big, big thing right now out there. $185 million a day is spent on weight loss. Performance. You have a lot of people that are going to the gym, 5 to 6 days a week. And a lot of them don't know how to recover their body, after, and I'm going to talk about the AMP line when we get a little further in, your well-being, vitality, your aging, personal care, skin. I'm in the sun a lot, out here. So I'm trying to protect my skin as much as possible. And financial wellness. Everybody's looking for, additional streams of income today, building their own dream and not building somebody else's dream. Guys, I love this side, and a personal friend of Daniel Pardon and his wife Tara. And when Daniel was on the front cover of one of our Isagenix catalogs, it was amazing because the transformation, that himself went through and his wife, but they served in the armed forces at Desert Storm. And you would think somebody that's in the Army is physical fit, you know what I mean? And what Isagenix has done for him and his family is amazing. Isagenix employs more than, 50 full-time scientists and technical staff with more than over 200 years of experience, nutritionists, dietitians. I just got done watching a video from Sarah Rickner, one of our nutritionists with Isagenix, and she's unbelievable. Food scientists, biochemists, chemists, organic chemists, biologists, and toxicologists.
And touch on the Ice Body Challenge real quick while we're on this.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Daniel Pardon was actually a 2016 Ice Body Challenge runner-up, which was amazing. Because I believe, Chuck, he got $10,000 and he got to travel around the world, with Isagenix. As the runner-up, guys, he didn't even win the contest, but he was a runner-up winner, and he still got to travel around to meet people all over. And it was an unbelievable experience, he said, with that. Isagenix, no compromise quality. Guys, they spend a lot of money, and it goes back into our research. That's what's huge with Isagenix is, a lot of people would just think, hey, owners are going to put all the money in their pocket and forget about everything else. They're always looking to take the game another step further. I know I just got a bottle of a delivery the other day, and they've changed the labels again on the Ionic Supreme. So they're always trying to brand themselves as much as possible, no matter what they're doing. And, backed by our scientific research, guys. This is Troy Jensen. He was our 2017 IsaBody finalist. With Isagenix, you have to understand 56% more weight loss, 47% more fat loss, and then twice as much visceral fat loss. This is great, guys, because, we don't, take fake people and throw them up there and photobomb people. These are people, over 100-pound club. Also just beat prostate cancer for
Hey, John, this Chuck, can you hear me?
Yes.
Your microphone's breaking up a little bit. If you can make a little adjustment, see if it helps. If not, I'll take over. We're having trouble hearing you.
Take it off.
Yeah, it sounds like maybe a weak connection. Try again. Nope.
Can you hear me now?
I could hear that. Try again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's still kind of robotish, like you got a bad connection maybe. All right, I'm going to take over for a little bit here, and if John joins us, he can take back over. But these are all people we know. The guy in the top right-hand corner, maybe you don't know, that's Randy Peters. He's actually the one who inspired me to do something about my health. I'd lost the belly fat and was feeling really good about myself until I saw him. And at 60, 61 years old, I saw what he did with his body, and it motivated me, it inspired me to do something about it. Another guy that recently inspired me, I saw this on Nancy Bratton's site, but this gentleman here, part of the Cepeda team, major transformation over the last 10 years, major transformation, and really inspired me. John, you want to try again?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better. Go ahead, buddy.
Awesome. Yeah, where we are. Michael Lieberman. Yeah, this is unbelievable. Michael Lieberman, released over 60. You can see the difference, guys, in the body fat. It's not just about the weight. It's about cutting fat to become healthier. I love this, guys. What is Isagenix? We always talk about we have solutions for, weight management, weight wellness. We have solutions for energy and performance. We have solutions for aging. And we also show people how to get their, products paid for and create wealth creation. There we go. Okay, there we go. Weight loss. I'm going to touch base on a couple of things here. We feature our 24-gram under-natured whey protein from New Zealand, which is where the cows are actually grass-fed. There's no hormones, there's no steroids, there's no corn injections, and about the shakes are low glycemic. We also have a 36-gram whey shake. It's geared more for obesity, geared more for athletes, someone that needs a little extra calories. The 24-gram is 240 calories versus 280 calories. And we also have a shake out there for people that are dairy-free or vegan. This analogy is great, guys, because I fit into one of these. When I grew up on McDonald's. My dad was a truck driver. My mom was easy to feed 4 kids going through the drive-thru at McDonald's. And, I was on the French fry and the Coke. And you look at alone, calories, 1,840 calories for 140 calorie whey protein shake versus $8.47 on cost for McDonald's versus under $3, actually $2.89 for a shake. No brainer when people say they can't afford to go on Isagenix. The clean food takes to equal the nutrition of one shake. Well, that's the difference. A lot of people say that, they're clean eating out there, or they're doing this or doing that. This shake gives you everything you need. It gives you your minerals, your vitamins. It gives you your calories. It gives you your whey protein. It gives you your probiotics, prebiotics. It gives you everything the body is actually starving for. And it's energy. This package here, what I love about this package, one of my is the E Plus shots. And now that when they came out with raspberry.
Hey, John, you're still breaking up. I'm going to have to take over from here. I appreciate you trying that, but we're having a little trouble with your internet connection. So stay tight in case technology issues hit me, and then you can take over from me. But right now, I'll take over. So on the energy, you got the Isagenix Supreme. Phenomenal product, ladies and gentlemen. Take it every morning with my wife. We actually do a little shot glass, and we toast to the Isagenix. Well, not to the Isagenix Supreme, but we toast with the Isagenix Supreme. Starts our day out right, puts us in a good mood, relieves the effects of stress. At night, if you want to take another ounce, it actually does pretty much just the opposite. It helps you relax like a glass of red wine, helps you sleep. So it's an adaptogen. It adapts to what your body needs. As John was talking about that E-Shot, many of us, that's our favorite product. I've got several favorite products, but E-Shots is definitely one of them. It's not your typical energy drink. It's healthy, and it doesn't give you the rush. It doesn't give you the jitters. It doesn't give you the crash. Just all the good, none of the bad, as my friend Versal Shaw likes to say. We put this performance slide in just for John tonight because he and I are both big time into the performance. We've actually replaced the power with the nitro for both of us. It's a higher level pre-workout, but it really makes a difference. When you take these products and when you don't, you can tell the difference in the gym. Makes a huge difference. The recovery, my wife and I weren't really sure if it was working or not, and then one time we ran out. after a workout a day later. We're like stiff and sore. We're like, oh, what happened? We haven't experienced this in 6 months. And then we didn't take our recovery last night after we worked out. It made a huge difference. And trust me, we have not run out since. In fact, we buy 6 at a time because you get a 10% discount when you buy 6 of any item. And when we get down to our last couple, we're reordering because we're not run out of recovery again. Phenomenal product. All these amped products are Sport Info certified, which means they're legal. No athlete's going to get busted for taking the wrong nutrition. And when you're in a high performance sport, whether it be high school, college, or professional, you don't want to be messing around with nutrition that you can't trust. Isagenix, like everything, you can trust our products. What are telomeres? I'm not going to go a whole lot about this tonight. There are videos on this topic, but basically our telomeres are found at the tips of our chromosomes, and they're the most important markers for determining a person's lifespan. John Anderson, the original developer of the cleanse and some of the other products, was quoted as saying it's the greatest, or Isagenesis, a product that helps support telomeres, is the greatest discovery of our time. That coming from a man who's developed over 2,000 products, that is an incredible testimony right there. And that is one product I will not be without. I talked about the E-shots being my favorite and the recovery not being out, but the Isagenesis is one I really will not go without. Whatever it takes, I'm going to get that. This product is the ingredients, what they discovered here, actually won a Nobel Peace Prize years ago. And we have been on the cutting edge of this telomere support from the beginning. It's becoming a little more mainstream, like intermittent fasting, other things that we brought into the marketplace for health and nutrition. But we are the trendsetter, not the follower. This is one John specifically wanted me to add into our conversation tonight. It's a brand new couple products. You got your probiotics and your digestive enzymes. Yesterday, I was over at my friend Steve Williamson's home showing his daughter and her husband the program, and they happened to be barbecuing some steak, and man, it was a phenomenal dinner. Steak, potatoes, salad. It was delicious. But afterwards, my stomach was feeling a little upset because it was a very rich dinner. Took one of these enzymes and immediately started to feel relief. The probiotics, again, these are both phenomenal products. Get back with the person who invites you to check out our program. And no matter what you're into Isagenix for, the weight loss, performance, these are two products, again, must-have in our pantry. This is a picture of myself. John was going to introduce me at this point, but basically you just see my transformation. I went from a grandpa with a big belly to a guy in the middle there with no belly, feeling good about myself. I went from a 38 waist to a 34-inch waist. Literally, I was back at my high school weight. My wife and I were real content with the way I looked. And then I saw that Randy Peters at an event in Vegas. And I said, if that guy at 60, he was 61 at the time I saw him on stage. I said, if he can look that good after looking as skinny as I did in the middle picture there, I mean, his before picture and my middle picture, they were almost identical. I'm like, I can do it too. And so I got with my trainer, figured out a meal plan, started a workout program. But the key is 80% of your transformation in the gym is your nutrition. 20% is your sleep and the workout. And so I'm in the gym, I'm only 2 months in, I'm 57 years old, and all these young people are watching my body transform very, very quickly. So that picture in the middle to the one on the right literally took 2 months from the time that happened. For those of you that are into lifting and know, I'm now doing one-arm preacher curls with 80 pounds, and I'm like, what is my limit? With the Isagenix products, I'm not sure there is one. It's just amazing. Again, it's a disclaimer in the beginning, it's different for all people, but that was my personal experience. On the income side of things, Isagenix is a very solid company. And I got another slide here in a minute that's going to go into some of the details. But I'll just tell you my personal income story. I have personally been the #1 income earner with 4 different small network marketing companies. In my past, I've always been pretty bad at picking the right company, though, or I wouldn't have been #1 with 4 of them. So I obviously knew how to build teams. I knew how to make money, but I was picking the wrong companies to build my legacy with, to build my future with. Well, with Isagenix, I have found my home for life. And I got to tell you, it was actually the owner of my last network marketing company that decided we were going to build Isagenix. We knew what we were doing together with his old company wasn't working. He went out and selected Isagenix, and we have not regretted that decision one single day over the last 2 years that we've been involved with Isagenix. This company is built on integrity, and it's built to last. That's what's really super important. The vision of the company is to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain. and in the process create the largest health and wellness company in the world. First time I met Eric Cooper was over in the UK when Isagenix was launching there in 2017. And I heard Eric Cooper go over this slide right here. And he said not only the largest, but he had it the most trusted. And that meant a lot to me coming from the person who will eventually take over for the Coopers. So what is the ideal business? Well, here's a few definitions: time flexibility, work from anywhere, training and support, a positive culture, impact and contribution, no caps on earning potential. Would you agree that's pretty much it? Add a residual income to that and you got your ideal business. We offer all that with Isagenix. When you're looking at companies, I said I was not very good at picking companies before. I am now because I finally experienced one that covered all the categories and does create a legacy company. The keys to success: a strong management team, being financially free. The corporation has to be strong if it's going to support us. Paying our checks every week on time. That's important. Happens every time with Isagenix. I've been with other companies it didn't happen every time. That's not good. Products that everyone needs with results. That's awesome because you're not out there having to sell. You're simply sharing your experience with other people. You're not creating the need. The need is out there. People want to lose weight. People want to be able to perform better in athletics and in the gym and life, playing with grandkids. People want healthy aging. People want their skin to look good. People want a financial solution. So we've got all the solutions for what people already want. We just simply have to share it. That's awesome. A solid compensation plan. Having been the #1 income earner with 4 different companies, I get approached all the time. Hey, come do this, come do this, come do this. So I've been involved in a lot myself, and I've seen a lot of other compensation plans. And I'm here to tell you, from my personal experience, having looked at a bunch of them, nothing comes close to Isagenix. And you'll hear people say all the time, well, people always say theirs is the best. I'll sit down and compare apples to apples with anybody because nobody else has apples like we do. I'm telling you, there's nothing like Isagenix I've ever seen in this industry. It is amazing how the Coopers, mostly Jim Cooper, I believe, but he surrounded himself with some very key people. Jim Cooper developed this compensation plan. One key ingredient, go back and watch a video from 8 years ago. It's pretty much the exact same compensation plan, except they've added more money to the program. That tells you a lot. They're not having to keep changing the program. The company's making money, and the people in the field are making money. Training and support. With you being on the Cepeda team, which you are being invited to be part of the Cepeda team by being invited to this call tonight, there is no better support and training in the industry, period. Then when you add that to the Isagenix support and promotions are available, you've got the perfect storm for you being successful. And then last but not least is timing and positioning. I really don't want to get with a company that's been around 40, 50, 100 years. I don't want to get around with a company that's been around less than 5 years either. How about 17 years old this month? We're celebrating our anniversary. That's about the perfect sweet spot to be joining a company. They've already weathered all the initial storms. They've already figured out how to do international expansion and growth and fulfillment. They've got the management team in place. Everything is in place. You're not worried about some startup not lasting. That was my problem with the other companies as #1 income earner. I used to think it was so cool to be on the ground floor. Oh my goodness, bring me a ground floor opportunity now and I'll tell you, come back to me in 10 years and I still won't be interested because I have found my business for life, and that is Isagenix. Why? Oh my goodness, I could go on for hours, but let's just go through a few points here. #1,
Sure.
John, you back?
I'm back.
All right, you want to finish up the comp plan here?
Yeah, let's fire it up.
Yeah, you sound much better. Go right ahead, buddy.
Okay, guys. Why Isagenix again? Nearly 300 people who have earned more than $1 million. This company's been growing, like Chuck said, now we're on a 17th year. This company's going to do over, did $6 billion, guys, in 16 years. And we're on course to do over $2 billion a year alone this year, which is unbelievable, impacting millions of lives. We're a privately held company. We're responsibly run. And what's the key thing here, there's no operational debt, which is huge. The opportunity we have for you guys, this is a slide that Chuck grabbed from Hillary Courtney. I love this slide. If you could eliminate one nagging bill from your monthly budget, what would that be? Why? What stress does it cause you each and every month? How would you feel if you didn't have to worry about that bill any longer? And, #2, if you could get up tomorrow and have time and financial flexibility, what would your ideal day look like? Who would you spend it with? What dream or goal have you always wanted to accomplish? What dream vacation do you have out there, or do you even have a vacation and make it a staycation? Provide a solution. If I could show a way to eliminate that one bill you mentioned, if I could way to live the ideal day every day, and it would not interfere with what you are currently doing, would you be open to learning how? I'm going to take you through the very basics, guy. This is called U+2, and this is something that you basically share this with one person on your right leg and one person on your left leg. It's called U+2. And right now, if you do it in 14 days, we have a triple bonus of $150. And this promotion right here is called our Fast Start Consultant Bonus. It ends on March 31st, but you have 14 days. If somebody comes in and starts on March 31st, they have 14 days after that to actually achieve that $150 bonus by you sharing it with two people. Team bonus cycles. I love this, guys, because this is the power of residual income. When I was with my previous company, I had to build 25 legs wide, and the bottom fell out. Here, I basically have a right leg, I have a left leg, and there's no generational restrictions. It goes on to infinity. The power of two. You build two sales teams, like I said, one on my right, one on my left, and you earn a cycle on that entire group. So people that reorder, I get paid each and every month when they reorder, but it also calculates daily. Today we love Monday because we're paid every single Monday. That money is hitting my bank account. So to generate one cycle, and the value is $54, it's generating $600 you see on my left leg and $300 on my right leg. When that occurs all the time, it spits me out one cycle, and our calendar week is Monday to Sunday at midnight. Holdover volume. Guys, this is something I didn't have in my previous company. I used to flush our volume, wipe out the volume, and we had to start brand new from zero. So let's say, for example, where that holdover volume is on my left team is 400, and on my right side it's 100. If I still generate, that's 600 on the left and 200 more on that 100, so it's the 600, 300. That $54 cycle is still going to release to my bank account. The value of the cycle, I love this. Chuck and I were talking about this earlier. This is huge because, the average person earns about $28,000. It's unbelievable. And just to cycle one time per week of $54, guys, your annual income is $2,808. Your capital required to generate that annual income is $93,600. Now, Chelsea Cepeda, the daughter of Herb and Patty Cepeda, just hit what we call a 2-star, which is 20 cycles a week. So her annual income is $56,160, guys. James and Audrey McLeod just hit 5-star. 5-star is 100 cycles per week, or $5,400 per week, equates out to $280,000 a year. If they had to go capital required to generate annual income for that, they're talking $9 million. This is what I love. We keep it simple, the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. You share, they share, or U+2, them +2. When you develop two personally enrolled consultants, one on your right and one on your left, the company is going to simply pay you, a product introductory bonus. And I'm just going to go off of our value pack. And let's say, for example, that's our better package. Let's say I enroll Mary on my right. They're going to give me a one-time $100 bonus. And I enroll Lori on my left. They're going to give me another $100 bonus for a product introductory bonus. If I do that in the calendar week between Monday to Sunday to midnight, they double that, which means, Lori and Mike will be $200 each. It's $400. I'm going to use that money to pay for my products. Now, the company said, congratulations, you achieved consultant. Now, if I did that with the new bonus, they're going to give me $150. So that's $550. Now I'm going to help the two of them go out and share it with two each. Well, it's called a duplication process. So now let's say Lori goes out and gets 2 people. She's going to love earning some additional streams of income. So they're going to pay me a one-time consultant fee because Lori reached consultant. So they're going to pay me $100. And then Mike on the other side, they're going to pay me $100 because he shared it with 2. So already, I was at $550. Okay, so they're going to give me 2 more $100. That's $750. Now I've achieved Crystal Manager because I've completed you share, they share. So the company is going to give me $250. So that actually takes the bonus. It says $900 here, but we're just basing it off of the normal $50 bonus. So it's basically going to be another $100 on top of that, which would be $1,000. So guys, this is a no-brainer. And what I love about this is you're not selling anything. You're simply sharing it. They decide, and we support. I'm going to touch base quick on this. This is the highest, position, the executive. And it's basically just duplicating yourself. I always say taking the developing consultants like they're popcorn kernels and just popping them to consultant. So when you have 5 on your right leg and 5 on your left leg, the company said, congratulations. You're now what we call an executive, and you bonus $1,000 when that's achieved in 180 days or less. The benefits of executive, guys, you earn 10% matching team bonus. The 10% matching team bonus is calculated daily and paid weekly on every accumulated cycle of your personally paid as consultants, somebody that you personally sponsored. The leadership pools, when you become an executive, actually when you become a director and an executive, you're put into our leadership. Company takes X amount of dollars every month and they put it away, and it's for directors and executives. And you also have top achievers promotions too, and they have unbelievable exotic trips for top achievers. Rank advancement bonuses. I touched on becoming a consultant. The everyday bonus is 50. But we now have a triple bonus of 150, and that's anybody that partners between today and March 31st at midnight is eligible for the new consultant bonus. Crystal Manager, like I said, we have 60 days to achieve you +2 and them +2. Company's going to pay you one-time $250. And, of course, we have the 5-cycle bonus that I forgot about. If you actually achieve a 5-cycle bonus, then the company is going to actually normally pays you, it's like $250. They match $250 on the 5-cycle bonus. And then the Crystal Director bonus is actually developing 6 consultants underneath you, and the company will pay you $750. Guys, what I love this choices. You are where you are right now in your life because of choices that you have made. Might have been in the past, present, whatever. But now's the time to take action. What's happened in the past, I tell people all the time, that stays in the past. Even though this company's been around for 17 years, guys, you're not too late here. It doesn't matter when you start the race. It matters how you finish. I've worked for corporate America, Coca-Cola, for 8 years. I was building somebody else's dreams. I was working that 8 to faint. 9 to 5 don't exist today. It's called 8 to faint when you're a salary employee, guys, because you don't work 40 hours a week. You work Monday through Sunday. If you have a cell phone, your phone never stops ringing because you're always putting out fires. I felt like I was a fireman working for Coca-Cola, okay? If not this, then what? If not now, then when? This is time to seize, to take action, because this is the best way to predict the future. It's to create. Start today. Aren't there naysayers out there? There's naysayers in anything in the world. That's why they're called naysayers. I love naysayers because they fuel my fire. I'm a self-motivator. But I love it when they say it doesn't work. Well, continue to work your 3 jobs because evidently that's not working either. So, guys, this is it for me. I'm going to have Chuck take you guys through the Crystal Reset, the Rapid Reset bonus, which is even double crazy right now. And he's got a couple more announcements. So it's ready to go. I've never seen this company right now put more bonuses on the table and reinvest capital to make this company where it needs to go for the future.
Thank you, John. Great job and way to overcome those technical difficulties and bounce back in there just like life, man. You just don't give up, and I admire you. So, ladies and gentlemen, this will only take a minute, but for those of you that are already involved in the program, there is a rapid crystal reset going on right now. We're in the final leg of that. You literally have until April 14th to achieve executive again. All the details are in your back office. In fact, you ought to make a habit of it every once in a while. Go to your back office, click on the link that says Contest and Promotions, and just look at all the different contests and promotions the company has running simultaneously. They really know how to motivate a field sales force, and they do that by offering incentives to do what we should be doing already, and that is helping other people achieve their success. So, as I said, right now, the last leg of this is Crystal Executive. Doesn't matter if you missed the first couple legs or if you made it. Every single one of us, listen to my voice, has until April 14th to requalify or qualify for this executive reset. Now, if you're new, you still have a full 180 days to earn your $1,000. But if you do achieve it by April 14th, the company's going to double that for you. So again, go to your back office, look at contest and promotions. It is a phenomenal promotion. There's several others always going on. Check them out, the double PIB and others. They're great. So, John, I want to thank you for joining us tonight and sharing your expertise. Ladies and gentlemen, you are the star of this show, though. You're the guest checking this out. Get back with the person who invites you and get started. You'll never find a better opportunity in your life, I promise you. God bless you. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you, Chuck. Good night, everybody.